Let me ask you the question. Do you have faith? Everyone is dealt a measure of faith. In this video, that's what we're going to be talking about. Do you have the faith? What's up, everyone? Welcome to Eyes on the Harvest. This is a place where we keep our focus on the mission God has given us to reach the lost, build His kingdom, and to share the love of Jesus with the world. If you're passionate about living out your faith and being a part of this great harvest, you're in the right spot. Grab a seat, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can stay tuned. So, talking about faith, one thing that we need to know about faith is what faith is. Hebrews 11 says, "Now faith is the confidence or the substance in what we hope for and the assurance of what we do not see." In the King James it says, "And faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen." Faith is trusting in God's promises even without visible evidence. Even when we can't see it, we trust in God. The importance of faith. Hebrews 11:6 says, "And without faith it is impossible to please God." You can't even please God without having faith. Faith is the foundation in our relationships with God. There are two types of faith. One is saving faith. Ephesians 2:8-9 says, "For it is by grace through faith that you have been saved." You have been saved through faith. Saving faith is the belief that leads into salvation through Christ. I'll say that again. Saving faith is the belief that leads to salvation through Christ. Do you believe that Jesus came, that He died for you, that He rose for you, and that He's coming back for you? You believe that. That is the saving faith, the first type of faith. And then we have the living or everyday faith. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7 says, "For we live by faith and not by sight." We live by faith in what the Bible says. We don't live by what we see, hear, smell, anything of this world. We walk through the world blindly and trusting God. God is going to do what He says He's going to do. Not looking at our circumstances, but knowing God will take care of everything. And then there's persevering faith. James chapter 1:2-4. "Faith through trials strengthens character and brings maturity." A lot of times in my life I've had to use faith, and it has strengthened my character. My faith, I have to understand that things come in my life. Trials and tribulation come in my life to test my faith, to see if I have the faith. I like to think of faith as a muscle. We're all dealt a measure of faith, but the more that you work your faith, the more stronger it's going to be. Persevering faith means holding on to God even when challenging circumstances arise. What are examples of faith in the Bible? We have Abraham's faith. In Genesis 12:1-4, Romans 4:18-21, Abraham left his homestead, where he left, and trusted God's promise of a son. Abraham left to a place where he did not know where he was going to go.